Every time you stream a song, ask AI a question, or send a text, thousands of computers are running constantly, around the clock. The electricity they consume is staggering and growing faster than anyone predicted. We'll measure it simply: American homes powered for a year. By the end of this video, the number will shock you. Back in the early 2000s, data centers were small, clunky, and wildly inefficient. For every dollar that ran the computers, another was wasted, mostly on cooling systems blasting cold air. The industry measured this with PUE, power usage effectiveness, and scores of 2 or higher were common. Like a car where half your gas evaporates before it reaches the engine. Around the year 2000, global data centers used roughly 60 terawatt hours a year, enough to power about 5 million American homes, or every household in Pennsylvania. Significant, but manageable. Then came the cloud. Through the 2010s, Amazon, Google, and Microsoft built data centers at a scale the world had never seen. Streaming, social media, smartphones, every new wave meant more servers, more storage, more power. By the late 2010s, consumption had climbed to around 200 terawatt hours a year. That's nearly 19 million homes, roughly every household in California and Florida combined. The tech companies were getting smarter too. Google and Meta pushed their PUE down to about 1.1, almost no waste, and for years efficiency kept the total nearly flat. But here's the catch. Eventually they built so many facilities that even with better efficiency, consumption started climbing again. It's like buying a fuel-efficient car, then driving it 10 times as far. Then, around 2022, AI changed everything. Training a single large model, the kind behind ChatGPT, can consume well over 1,200 megawatt hours. That's one American home running for about 120 years, burned through in a few weeks, just to build it once. Every question you ask wakes them again, and across hundreds of millions of users a day, it compounds fast. Modern AI racks run at 30 to 100 kilowatts each, up to 20 times a rack from 10 years ago. So data centers today consume about 1.5% of all the electricity on Earth, around 415 terawatt hours a year. That's roughly 40 million American homes, powered permanently, more than California, Texas, Florida, and New York combined. So where is this heading? By 2030, global data center demand could reach 500 to 1,000 terawatt hours a year. The most careful forecast lands near 945, slightly more than the entire nation of Japan uses today. That's 48 to 95 million homes, closing in on every household in America, just for data. In the US alone, data centers could eat 8 to 10% of the nation's electricity, more than we use to make all our aluminum, steel, cement, and chemicals combined. The giants are already scrambling. Microsoft is restarting the 3 Mile Island nuclear plant. Google is investing in geothermal and next-generation reactors. Amazon is buying solar farms at a record pace and turning to nuclear. Dormant power plants are being revived just to feed AI. And the buildings keep growing. A single campus is now being designed to pull over a gigawatt, enough to power 800,000 homes. A city's worth of electricity. The internet always ran on electricity. We just never had to look. Now AI is dragging the hidden cost of our digital lives into the daylight. The cat is out of the bag, and there's no turning back. This very video used several AI tools in its production. We started at 5 million homes. We're headed toward 95 million. The real question isn't how much these machines will use by 2030. It's where all that power will come from. But if history is any guide, human ingenuity has always risen to meet the moment, and there's every reason to believe we can do it again.